What is going on, my Gala gang? We absolutely need to dive into whether your low-end VPS is going to cut it anymore for your Gala nodes. So that's what we're going to go over in this video. And since I haven't done a giveaway in a while, I'll do this next one on my Twitter, but I'm going to give away some of these Razor moments. So just pay attention to that. My Twitter's down below if you're not following it, which you should be following it. So Gala film node specifically is what I am talking about. Now, this does have to do with all the Gala nodes. What I mean by that is they did drop a recent article saying that the Gala nodes, including like founder nodes, right, are gonna need basically a little bit more than that low-end minimum requirement that most of us have been running and enjoying because it's cheap. So if you see right here, this nice bandwidth. So my rack nerd apparently has about a max of 10 terabytes of bandwidth allowed during the month, and I'm at about 89%. Now, I did talk to the Punisher on film and ask him, hey, is this going to be typical? Because I was running the beta Gala film node and they were really pushing out a lot on that, I think testing it out, and that's when I really saw this huge increase and jump. Since they launched the platform, I think I've only gone up about 2 or 3%, so I'm hoping that this doesn't go wild. Now, if it does, I would just, pay attention, because if this does cap out, you're not going to be able to earn anymore off of that VPS because you'll be capped, right? And so at the end of the month, obviously this will reset and I'll have another 10 terabytes, which is a ton of data. But my point is if you're running multiple nodes, there's a possibility that all this stuff starts to not be that as good. Now, I looked through RackNerd to see if there was any better bandwidth, and I couldn't find it. So the fact is Contabo is going to probably be your next best bet. I looked through a whole bunch. This link is down below if you ever end up needing it. I'll include it in my future videos. But for Contabo, essentially for $550 a month, you're getting 6 gigabyte RAM, which is about a little bit of an increase, right? So that's good. And then you get 32 terabytes of traffic. So that's the big thing that we're paying attention to right here is the 32 terabytes of traffic, because we're definitely going to be needing a lot of data as we go forward, especially if you're running film nodes, because I mean that's just going to take a lot to run, right? The thing is, if you select it, there is going to be a little bit of a extra what they call activation fee, as well as cost for where you want it. So you obviously can select your length. If you look over here on the right side, there's a one-time $7.50 setup fee unless you get more. So if you do 3 months, it's a little cheaper. 6 months, a little cheaper. If it's 12 months, they include it in. Now, the region should not matter, right? So if you choose European Union, that should be okay. Now, Gala film nodes, they did say are going to have specific IP addresses. So I'm really wondering if you put multiple nodes in the same region, if that's going to be a problem, if they're all coming out of the same center, which it could be. If you choose these other ones, it'll tell you how much more it is, 95 cents more if you want to do United States Central or United States East. And yeah, so as you go down, obviously you keep the storage type the same, Ubuntu 20.04 or 22.04. If you're going to do anything else like Hytopia nodes and things like that, just do the 22.04 because it's newer and you don't get as many problems. Obviously, you can type in whatever password you want here. And then as you go down, you got your 32 terabytes, which looks beautiful. And you don't need any of this other stuff here. So this wasn't a valid password, probably because I didn't put any numbers in it. So let's just see if, why does it not like it? Boop, boop, boop. Is that too many now? Oh my gosh. Anyways, when you click next, obviously it's just going to ask for your information, whether you have a login or anything. I would just keep this in your back pocket, Contabo. Gala film, I did want to discuss the earnings real quick. So the way earnings are working right now, at least for Razor, is if you get these moments, right, your moments earn, okay? Now, if you complete scenes, you get a bonus to those moments, right? So let's look at this first 3 bronze scenes, okay? Click into it, and what you'll see is this distro boost, you get a 10% boost to these specific scenes. Not to all the moments you have, but to the scenes in this moment. If you get all 6 moments, you complete the scene and you get that extra 10% boost to these moments, okay? Now, this was confusing for a lot of people, so that's why I'm going over it very, very specifically here. For the bronze scenes, you can, if you collect everything, you get a 10% boost, 10% boost, 10% boost. These do not stack, okay? That's one big thing that people did not understand. The silver and silver, you get a 20% boost if you complete those. Gold, you get a 30% boost. Now, if you get every single moment completed and every scene completed, you get 50% boost on each scene. Okay, so that does not mean that you get they stack, like you don't stack 10%, 30%. No, if you get all of them, boom, all the distro on all of them is a 50% boost. Okay, that's it. I know that's confusing to folks. I hope that was as clear as I can make it. But when you click in right now, they don't have the site updated to demonstrate that actual boost. So I definitely need to talk to them about that. That when you collect all the moments, this needs to show 50% on everything. Now, they might leave it like that because they want you to know, like, hey, the bronze ones are only like a 10% boost if you didn't have everything. And then you just have the knowledge that if you collect it all, then you get, you catch them all, you get 50% boost. So I hope that was clear for everybody. And as always, stay warm, Wookiees.